Hey everyone, this is Jax again from your Popcorn Review Podcast. It's going to be my episode 16. We're going to be talking about WrestleMania predictions. So again, this is my opinion, guys. Hopefully you guys chime in the comments. But let's go from here. We're going to see Chad Gable versus Rey Mysterio. Like I've mentioned in previous episodes, I'm not a fan of Chad Gable's El Grande Americanos persona or bit. So hopefully Rey wins that there, rips the mask off of Chad Gable. So again, Rey wins that match. You're going to see Jade versus Naomi. This match, I can see it going two ways. I could see it, maybe someone interferes, Naomi gets the win, but I really think they're going to show Jade as a powerhouse. They've been building on her a lot. Um, they showed her in the Elimination Chamber come in and kind of take Naomi out. So I definitely see Jade, or at least I want to see Jade win that one. You have AJ Styles versus Logan Paul. As much as I like AJ Styles, I think they're going to try to build off of Logan Paul. The fans hate him. I personally say I dislike Logan Paul. So I wish AJ Styles can win, but I definitely see Logan Paul pulling that out. You have Damian Priest versus Drew McIntyre. I am a huge Damian Priest fan, but I definitely feel like Drew McIntyre is going to take this one. Just feel like there's more behind Drew McIntyre. He's a bigger star, even though I like Damian Priest. I do see Drew McIntyre taking that one. The War Raiders and the New Day. As much as I hate the New Day's new persona or new bit, I think the New Day is going to take that one unless Big E possibly comes back and costs them the match, or maybe rejoins with them, and that's how the New Day take over. Liv and Raquel versus Bailey and Lyra. They did, like I mentioned in previous episodes, I do see like a love-hate relationship with Bailey and Lyra. I see Liv and Raquel kind of taking this one still. Maybe Bailey turns heel on Lyra, kind of leaves her hanging, and Liv and Raquel take that one. Um, I would say you have LA Knight versus Jacob Fatu. Jacob Fatu's been a beast in the ring. Definitely see him winning a title, and if I'm not mistaken, he'd be the only one that's going to have a title in the bloodline. Maybe kind of building his own faction of the bloodline. So Jacob Fatu definitely taking that one. LA Knight, feel like he's kind of sizzled off or fizzled off, and he's not that big out there right now, even though he is the champion. The IC title, Braun versus Penta versus Dom versus Finn. I know they have two people from the Judgment Day. I don't see Finn winning this match. I have two people that could. I would say Braun Breaker to make him look strong, like I've mentioned in previous episodes, or you're going to have Dominic, Dirty Dom there, steal one, maybe let everybody hit their finishing move, goes in there, pins Finn Balor, and kind of dips off with the title. And then showing their feud later on, kicking, Finn out of the Judgment Day, like I've mentioned in the past. You do have Io Sky versus Bianca Belair there and Rhea Ripley. Um, Good match with the three of them. Still feel like Bianca and Rhea would have been a good match as a solo with Io there. It was an okay build for the three of them. Still feel like they're not giving Io the respect that she deserves as a champion. I think that Belair and Rhea are going to be so focused on each other that Io, even though she's the champion, she's kind of the underdog in this. So I feel like she's going to she might sneak one out and roll one of these girls up, take them out. Um, Tiffany Stratton or Tiffy time versus Charlotte Flair. Charlotte's getting a lot of heat. I would say people are definitely behind Tiffany. If Charlotte wins, I don't think it does anything for Tiffany or does anything for Charlotte. Tiffany's still new as a champion, still new on the main roster. So having Charlotte come in there kind of squash her doesn't make sense to me. So Tiffany should win that one. Um, Gunther and Jey Uso, I've mentioned in previous episodes. I love Jey Uso. Main event Jey Uso. I'm not a fan of Gunther. I know a lot of the fans, when you hear him in the crowds on TV, they like Gunther. Um, I definitely can see Jay winning this one. Again, I don't know if he's going to have a long title reign, but I think that Jay deserves to show that he can be the man and have WWE on his back, especially Monday Night Raw. You also have Roman versus Punk versus Seth. Like I mentioned in previous episodes, I originally thought that it's going to be between Roman and Punk that would win this match, but because of these favors getting thrown around, Paul Heyman is now with Seth Rollins. I'm sorry, now with CM Punk. But now Paul owes CM Punk a favor. And when that kind of got thrown in there, I feel like something may happen with Paul Heyman might turn on both Punk and Roman, leaving the bloodline, leaving his best friend, and joining Seth Rollins, giving Seth Rollins the win there. So again, I think it's going to be Seth Rollins, even though beforehand I've mentioned that I don't think Seth is winning, but after everything that transpired the last couple of weeks, definitely see Seth Rollins pulling that one out. Cody Rhodes and John Cena, made sense for them to turn John Cena heel. I was not a fan really with Cody Rhodes winning the title, or at least this after he won the title. Up to the build when he beat Roman was a great story. Lately, I don't think that his opponents have been that great. Turning Cena heel, giving a good opponent against him. I see John Cena winning this one. And like I mentioned before, I don't know if Cody's going to be the one to take the title after John Cena wins, but I do see that maybe Randy Orton might go ahead and take it from him, which makes sense because Ric Flair always said that he wanted Randy Orton to break his title or break his streak. So even though John Cena's going to win it, I feel like he should drop it to Randy maybe at SummerSlam or maybe at the end of the year. But we'll go from there. So again, to recap, guys, I have Rey Mysterio over Chad. I have Jade over Naomi. I have Jacob Fatu over LA Knight. I have Logan Paul over AJ Styles. I have Drew McIntyre over Damian Priest. I have the New Day over the War Raiders. I have Raquel and Liv over Bailey and Lyra. I have Braun or Dom winning the IC title. Braun to look strong, or Dominic to further that storyline with Finn Balor to kick him out. Io Sky to win over Belair and Rhea Ripley, because again, I don't feel like they're going to be paying attention to her too much. They don't feel like she's a threat. Then Tiffany over Charlotte, which makes the most sense, is going to further along Tiffany's Stratton's reign, or her legacy, if that makes sense. I hope Jay wins this one again. I think Jay's going to be over Gunther. Seth Rollins over Roman Reigns and CM Punk with Paul Heyman at his side, and then Cena to close it out, beating Cody Rhodes. And again, that's my predictions for WrestleMania in Las Vegas, guys. Hope you guys have a great one. Enjoy your Easter, enjoy 420, and enjoy WrestleMania. Good night.